What up, y'all? We back again, and now we're gonna discuss Crooked Eye's response to the Joell Ortiz, Joe Budden, and Royce the 5'9" Instagram Live situation last night. So, I told y'all in the last video, I gave y'all what this was all about. Let's just kind of go in and see what Crook got to say about it.
Y'all hear me? I got these headphones on. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a piece of that over there. You feel me? And I don't lie. Yeah, I brought a deal to the table. It was ownership involved with the deal. Let me just put it that way. You know what I mean? It was.
That's them playing. That's even Crook now playing games. That's playing semantics. It was ownership involved in the deal. It's either y'all own it all or y'all don't. If Joe and Royce want to own it all, then the deal ain't worth it for y'all. Now, because it was the largest deal y'all had ever been offered, I understand why y'all took the deal. But you and Joell looking real bad and real shaky out here, bruh.
Was definitely ownership involved with the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not finna try to get my brothers, my folks to sign something that's gonna fuck their life off. You know what I mean? So it was definitely ownership in the deal. You feel me? Because I'm a business owner, so of course I'm gonna have ownership. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And Joe, stop playing, Joe. Just stop, my brother. It's not no problem. It's not no beef. Just stop playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hit me back. You said it on your live. You said you didn't hit me back because I'm always bringing some deal. Yeah, I did. I try to create checks for my family, dog. That's what I do. If I'm in a circle and we a crew, I'm gonna create checks. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So all that, what that is, I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely was. Like, can we put this? Can we put this in there? My bad, bro. Yeah, so it definitely was. You know what I mean? And I always tried to create checks. I don't care if it's somebody wanted a feature, somebody wanted anything. I make sure, yo, here you go. We're going to get it. I got Joe, I got Royce, I got Joel. That's just who I am, dog. You know what I mean? That's who I am, man. That's when you.
We ain't talking about checks though right now, Crook. We talking about one deal. And the question is, did Joe turn that deal down? You and Joell still can't answer that question that Joe turned the deal down. Y'all doing a whole lot of word salad at this point. Y'all dancing around a whole lot of topics. But ain't nobody answering the one simple question that's been asked at the root of all this. Because Royce and Joe have stated, yo, we got off shady. I had hollered at you already. We was good to go negotiate a new deal for Slaughterhouse. So now, Royce has come and said who this Tony guy is in the bad business he was doing with other artists. So if y'all all understood Joe was ready to rap because y'all was off shady, then now it becomes, why are y'all so pressed to get a deal now? If the money was that good again, just come out and say that. But y'all don't want to look like y'all was chasing a bag because now you can't stand on integrity and morals no more with cats, which is the big issue out of all of this. Y'all made y'all bones standing on integrity, especially you, Crook. I kind of, like I said, I don't really know Joell, so it wouldn't shock me if Joell was a sleazeball. You though, bro, I expect way more out of you, man. You kind of always came across as a stand-up dude.
You say brother's keeper, I am the definition of brother's keeper. You feel me? So when I hit them with the deal and I let y'all see on Twitter, I'm like, yo, they got a certain amount of time to get at me. And once they get at me and all that kind of stuff, we could go over whatever. I told Royce, I said, Royce, we're not gonna go back and forth with Joe. And let's be clear, everybody know I love Royce. I said, we're not gonna go back and forth with Joe. Tell Joe to call me. Joe tell me whatever he want in the paperwork, and he can have it. whatever, because he shitted on it the first time. And he called Joell instead of calling me, and he said, I ain't want to be the one to tell Crook that I'm not doing this deal. You know what I mean? And he was supposed to call me.
Now, see, this is where you can tell now Crook lying. Because, again, Joe ain't never said he wasn't rapping again with them. Joe never said he wasn't doing the deal. Joe said the deal they brought to the table wasn't suffice. That wasn't going to cut it. That's negotiating. That's all negotiations. That's it. But you can hear now what Crook telling you. We ain't going back and forth with Joe, Royce. You either in or you out. If Joe don't want to be a part of this money too good, we ain't turning this down. And you can tell there's some big money behind it because you can tell the visuals for the 2 videos. So it is some money behind this. But again, best friends and friends turning strangers over cash all the time, man. Like Jay used to say, when y'all ain't got nothing, everybody need each other. So you'll never know how somebody really feel about you. But once you start getting it and y'all get enough, either he gonna change or the envy gonna come. That's kind of why you always hear street dudes tell you, yo, you got to keep everybody fed. Or the snakes will bite you. They gonna turn on you. Everybody wasn't getting fed. Unfortunately, this ain't got nothing to do with Slaughterhouse, though. Royce eating off of what Royce is doing as an individual and a producer at this point. Joe was eating off podcasting and being with Revolt and all of the other different entrepreneurial endeavors he got going on. These 2 eat off of rap, and that's it. And because they not mega rap stars, you're going to need the bag here and there. And somebody backed up, I ain't going to even say a Brinks truck, because I don't know what was offered just yet. But if it was the largest deal they ever been offered, I done heard Joe say what they done been offered before, saying, yo, we really never made a lot of money. And you done heard him speak about on the podcast now, like, yo, I made more now, in these couple years than I did in my whole career as a rapper combined. So if that's what Joe at, then what Crooked Eye and Joell came to him with, that just ain't gonna satisfy Joe's appetite at this point, and that's cool. Y'all in 2 different financial situations. That would just be like, yo, Live Nation coming to Beanie Siegel saying, yo, we got $100,000 for you to do this concert right here. Siegel gonna say, yeah, I'm with it. Live Nation come to Hov, you gonna have to have $1 million or 2 to sit down with Hov and say about a concert. 100,000 ain't gonna cut it. It would have cut it for him 20 years ago. Maybe 20, 25 years, 2022. So yeah, about 23, 24 years ago. And maybe even 20 years ago, he still probably would have did it early 2000s. And you ain't getting Jay to get up and rap, though, for $100,000 no more. It's just in a different financial situation now, in a different financial place. And Crooked and Joell, they want Joe and Royce to take shorts now. Joe and Royce thing is, yo, we worth more. We want to get paid. Joe and Royce may be looking for, yo, we're going to need at least $1 million. And probably for Joe and Royce, it's probably more than that. They may be looking at, yo, we probably going to need. And they just said the advance was, they wasn't even talking about the advance. They was talking about ownership and all of the others, the small print. That's what they was focused on. You heard Crook say it was some ownership in there. Some ownership, not complete ownership. And from my understanding with Joe and Royce, they ain't willing to negotiate that. They want complete ownership. And cats who've been in the game 25 years, you should have that at this point. 25, 30 years. Crook damn near been in this joint 30 years. You should have complete ownership at this point. You shouldn't have to negotiate that.
He told Joe, I'm going to call Crook in an hour. He never called me in an hour, a day, a week, a month, never. You feel me? So, anyway, I'm going to make...
Now, with that, Joe probably going to have to respond to that and say, did he call Crook or why he didn't call Crook? But if Joe ain't called Crook, Joe ain't talked to the people who was doing the deal and said, I'm not taking the deal. I'm not understanding, Crook, why you didn't have the label reach out to Joe. Why are you reaching out to Joe? If Joe needs to adjust some terms in the fine print for Joe, that should be a conversation between Joe, his lawyer and management team, and whatever label he's talking to. Y'all don't go and sit down and do business as a whole. You and Joell have to understand Joe command more money than y'all at this point. Y'all ain't gonna be working out splits no more where it's 25, 25, 25, 25, and all of the paperwork gonna be the same. Now, what y'all get paid concert-wise, sure, it's probably gonna get split 4 ways. But when you start divvying up, hey, yo, this, y'all gonna have to take some shorts Joe just ain't gonna have to take. Y'all gonna have to take some shorts Royce ain't gonna have to take. Y'all are in different financial places at this point in y'all career.
It's short because I'm out here in Florida right now. But yeah, it was just one of them things. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. It was just one of them things, you know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, I'm trying to bring the fans the music. The fans been wanting Slaughterhouse for a long time. I'm trying to bring the fans the music, you know what I mean? I'm doing my best for years and years and years. And I'm supposed to just...
If you was bringing the fans the music, though, Crook, y'all be releasing that album that everybody keep talking about that we ain't heard with all of the joints on there. If you was bringing the Slaughterhouse music that the fans been clamoring for, the fans ain't clamoring for Crooked I and Joell. They clamoring for Royce, Joe, Crooked, and Joell. You took the bag, bruh, and that's cool. Stand on that, though. Don't be out here looking like a sleazeball, dog. You look like a sleazeball because now you mincing words and you playing semantics with shit. If you saying fuck Joe and Royce right now, just stand on that shit, dog. Stand tall in it. You look better that way.
Wait, I love Royce to death, but when he said he wouldn't do it without Joe, I couldn't do nothing. I was stung. I was hurt. I can't just sit back and be, you know, he chose Joe again.
Now, again, if you watch the IG Live, Royce say he been trying to get in contact with Crook. Crook ain't pick up the phone. They supposed to be tight. He said, I've been trying to get in contact with Crook for a minute now, but I knew some funny shit was going on when I couldn't get in contact with him. But he didn't think it was going to be this. He just told you he wasn't rapping without Joe, but he understood why he wasn't rapping without Joe because Joe done told all of y'all already, I ain't really retired. I'm just not rapping on Shady. I ain't putting another solo joint out. None of that. I ain't doing nothing else until Slaughterhouse come out, but I want us off Shady first. Then we can go get the bag. That's all Royce was waiting on. Y'all all been putting music out and doing all of that. So if y'all all holding y'all own financially, it should have never came to this. If y'all was in better financial situations, like Joell was just saying on that previous video, I'm good. You was good. You wouldn't have to do no shit like this. This reeks of dog. We need this cash. I ain't getting it like that. I need a better situation for my family. If that's what it is, Crook, just state that.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what happened. You feel me? So my whole thing was when we had the 3-man opportunity, I went back to the label because Joe didn't want to do it. So here's the funny part. Why am I going back to the major distribution company, which would have been ownership, joint venture involved and all that? Why am I going back to them with a 3-man, you know, like, yo, you know what? Joe don't want to do it. Let's do the 3-man. You feel me? And I'm like, yo, all right, cool. They gave me, you know, what they would do for the 3-man. I said, all right, that's dope. I took that back. Joell was on the phone with me and Royce. Royce's exact words was, don't put that in the universe, Crook. He's going to rap. I said, he's not going to rap, and he said he don't want to do the deal. I said.
So Royce even told him he gonna rap. Y'all know Joe gonna rap then. You even just said it. Joe gonna rap. You needed the money fast, dog. Y'all moving like crackheads out here right now, dog. Y'all look bad out here, man. Y'all ain't gonna never be able to get back in front of the people, dog, and make this shit right, man. You niggas look like sleazeballs, dog. When you keep preaching integrity, you can never preach integrity ever again, dog, after this move. Anything that's done for money, after that, you can't stand on principle anymore. You just about the bag at this point. You're a bag chaser. Just like an ambulance chasing ass lawyer at this point, Crook. Royce, you just stated, Royce told you, hey, yo, don't put that in the universe. Joe gonna rap. Yeah, Royce, but he don't want to do this deal, which means, you know what? That major, you know what they told you? These are the terms in which we doing it. We ain't maneuvering with y'all unless they under these terms, under any circumstances. That's why you ran and did what you did. Because you knew the major you knew the distribution deal y'all was getting ready to do, and that major label you was talking about, you knew they wasn't willing to negotiate with Joe and Royce. And if they was, they told you, look, y'all numbers gonna be shorted. If Joe want extras coming out of y'all pocket, you weren't trying to hit that either, Crook, because this is about a bag for you. This is why y'all moving the way y'all moving. And it's cool. You and Joell can kind of maneuver with a lot of people who can't understand and decipher the bullshit y'all saying, but I speak this language very well, man.
I'm not trying to put it in the universe, but I'm just asking you, brother to brother, if he does not want to do it, will you do the 3-man group? He said no right there with me and Joell on the phone. I'm not lying. He said,
yeah, because he just stated, we understood Joe was going to rap, dog. So Joe telling them, yes, I'm in, I'm a rap. It's just about the details in the deal now that we getting ready to sign. That's all the shit was about, was y'all being patient a little while longer. Y'all been on the shelf for damn near 7 years, 7, 8 years now. You couldn't have waited another year unless it was life-changing money for you, which I'm pretty sure it was, man. I'm pretty sure it was.
Now, he might have been opposed to it because, you know what I'm saying, he might feel like, yo, Slaughterhouse is not a brand without Joe Budden. And that's fine. That's cool. He might feel like, yo, you know what? They got to be all 4 members to be Slaughterhouse. It might not just be a thing where he's choosing Joe. It could be like, yo, even if it was Joell, whoever is missing, it's not Slaughterhouse without all 4. So I said, okay, that's cool. But right now, it's been sitting around. Our last album dropped in 2012. It's 2022. It's been 10 years. The fans been asking for this stuff for a long time. Let's give them some closure. Let's give them a couple. It's nothing, man. This is what we do. We make music. But Joe, he wanted me to wait on Joe again, and that's what hurt me. That's what hurt me. He wanted me to wait on Joe again.
He didn't want you to wait on Joe. He wanted the business to be right. And he stated that to Joell. That's why Joell was looking stupid as hell. Neither one of y'all still have explained that Joe turned the deal down. Y'all ain't showing no paperwork that this is the deal that was offered to Joe. Y'all ain't doing that. And you know why? Because in that deal, I'm pretty sure Slaughterhouse don't own. They don't have full ownership of that. You know that. That's why you speaking around it. That's why you saying it was some ownership in it. You know this sleazeball shit you doing, Crook.
You know how long we've been waiting on Joe? I've been on phone calls waiting on Joe years ago. And now it gets to the point where Joe don't even have the decency to call me back because he think he got a bag. He think he got a bag, so he don't got to call me back. And that just lets you know that.
See, that's somebody who now is telling you what this is all about. It's envy. Envious of the money Joe making, dog. That shit crazy, man. That you would let this come down to this shit, Crook. You talking about you pocket watching what another nigga making. They both then stated, yo, Joe just came out last night on the live and stated, hey, y'all knew behind the scenes I was gonna rap again just after we got off Shady. Y'all knew. So if y'all knew what y'all was waiting on at the end of the day. Now that y'all got off, now y'all looking to negotiate the best deal and the best situation for Slaughterhouse as a group. You come and say what? We've been offered the most money Slaughterhouse has ever been offered. You couldn't turn that down. That's cool. But this right here, y'all ain't have to do niggas like this, dog. Y'all can't even come back and be brothers or half brothers after no shit like this, dog. Y'all done sully the nigga name, man.
Money turns you into a person. It don't change you. It just shows you who you are to the extreme. So he didn't want to call me back. Joe wanted the business right. You can't get the business right without communication. Communication is the rule number one in the business.
Yeah, he wanted the business right with whatever district, whatever label y'all was with, Crook. Why is he talking to you? You don't get no finder's fee for this shit. He need his lawyers, his management to now, hey, yo, let me go talk to them on my end. I'll tell them the terms of what I want, what negotiated in, what I don't want negotiated in. And I'm going to move like that. Y'all still are individuals at the end of the day. You know, I'm brokering the deal. So you come through me, then I'll relay the message back to them. And nigga, you ain't paying no money. You ain't funding this. Why is he talking to you? That man trying to go to the source of this shit at the end of the day. And now you trying to, hey, yo, man, well, Joe ain't want to talk to me about it. So I took it as he ain't want to rap no more. No, you just wanted, they told you what their terms was. They wasn't budging. You knew Joe wasn't accepting the shit they told you. So you told Royce, hey, we got to do 3-man because Joe ain't going to accept this shit. Royce said, no, Joe going to rap. We cool. We'll go get a deal from somewhere else. No, dog, we ain't going to get no money like this again. This is in our hands. All right, well, fuck y'all too, man. Me and Joell can go cash out. Fuck Slaughterhouse.
Business. If you want the business right, you got to come to me. I'm the one who got the business on the table. And that was the problem. He didn't want to come to me. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want to call me. He didn't want to say, what's up, what's happening, Crook? Because he know that he been on some shady.
That's what I'm telling you. He telling you, you want the business right, come to me. You ain't the one signing no checks, dog. Why is he coming to you? That's like somebody going to my daughter to go holler at her about something that they getting from me. No, you come to me directly at that point. If I got to put the cash in your hands, you come to me now. If we got to sign a contract, my John Hancock got to be on something. Why am I coming to you about it? You're a worker at the end of the day. You ain't the one getting ready to create this situation. Now, you want to be in on the conference call? Sure, you could be in on the conference call. We ain't got no problem with that. But I'm not negotiating with you. Which now leads me to believe whatever that deal was, wasn't on the up and up for Royce and Joe at the end of the day anyway. It was a finder's fee probably for you, Crook. It was some other stuff in it for you, Crook. Otherwise, you would have brought all of them all y'all would have just went out to wherever this record label was and sat down at the table with them and hashed it out. But since nobody did that, that leads me to believe, dog, you was on some shady shit.
He issued with me for a long time, but that's all. Rule number one in business, y'all know, is communication. So how you gonna get the business right if you ain't even communicating? That's impossible. And then he said he's bigger than everybody. Look, man, it's people in the Ukraine right now that's going through it.
That's Crook IG buffering, but that's him now trying to garner sympathy. Ain't nobody give a shit, dog. This conversation ain't got nothing to do with Ukraine and Russia or none of that. This is about, did Joe turn a deal down? This is about, did Joe negotiate a deal with somebody and turn a deal down? No. Like you said, y'all ain't even get a chance to negotiate because you told Joe he had to do business with you, and then you would then go back to the label and then negotiate for Joe. Your ass sound crazy as batshit right now, man.
It's people overseas in Somalia. It's all kind of third world country people that's going. You said, oh, that deal might be big to them.
Right. The deal might be cool to you. It ain't cool to him anymore. And y'all living in different circumstances, bro. Because people in Somalia and overseas would look at you and say, hey, if we was making the money you was making, we could sit tight another 10, 20 years and never have to complain and never worry about this. But what you're trying to do now is be disingenuous and garner sympathy and say, hey, man, we lucky to even get this. Yeah, you are lucky to get it. But again, you get what you negotiate. I go do business with somebody, I go in for a job interview. Yo, I got 22 years of certain work experience. Somebody come in with 5 years of work experience, we ain't negotiating the same price. They can negotiate it, but there are certain numbers I'm not willing to work for anymore at this stage of my life. I ain't taking no more 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20 an hour jobs no more. That just is what that is. I've gotten to a point where I'm going to get what I'm worth now. Because when you made certain things, it's just like, yo, I'm not going back to that. I'll do it if I have to, but if I ain't in a financial situation where I have to do that, if I'm cool financially, why would I be taking shorts and losses at this point? Why would I be less than my value? Well, you lessen your value, make sure everybody else good. No, that's y'all problem. We can all sit down and negotiate and come away with a deal at the end of the day. It's just my terms gonna be different than what y'all terms gonna be. That's cool. But you can hear the envy in Joell and Crook voice. Them niggas don't fuck with Joe no more, dog. And you can hear the jealousy, which is really sad, dog, because Crook never came off as one of them type guys. But you can see now, they feel a kind of way because Joe has made enough money now where he don't have to rap. That irked them that they have to rap. And y'all don't have to rap either, Crook. Yo, Crook's corner fire. You could have kept doing that. But you love to rap, and that's cool. You could have made, you and Joell could have just did a joint venture together. But like I told you, y'all wasn't getting the money y'all was promised unless y'all did it under that Slaughterhouse brand. And this what Joe saying, y'all nasty for this shit, dog. This what Royce was saying, it has to be about the money.
It's the biggest deal Slaughterhouse would have ever got. It's the biggest deal Slaughterhouse would have ever gotten. You said you going to finance it? Dude, you think I'll trust you to finance an album when you won't even call me back? What am I supposed to do? Jump on? You think I'm going to trust you to finance an album? And you won't even call back when we got business on the table after everything I've done for you? Yo, dude, you wanted to make more money than us on stage because you was on Love and Hip Hop. So what you gonna want to make if you financing the whole thing? Man, come on, man. We all too old for this.
So, see, again, this is about, yo, they counting other people's pockets. If Joe getting a meal or two off of Love and Hip Hop and y'all was branded when y'all was doing tours or whatever, if they charging because of his popularity and they know people turning out because that's a brand name that they see, why wouldn't I require more money? But see, again, Crook, you don't let this money screw with you, bruh. You counting Joe pockets at this point. You counting Royce pockets at this point. If Joe say, yo, this is what I want from them, if Joe can get that, Joe can get that. If Joe say he gonna finance it, then you sit down and you say, all right, Joe, we'll give you 6 months to finance it then. And then we'll make it happen from there. We'll see what you got. You can't finance it in 6 months. We'll go with my deal. Then at least you could come back to the public and say, yo, we at least let Joe try and do it his way. That didn't work. So we said, fuck it, we going this way. You ain't even give it a shot, dog. Y'all waited all this time to get Slaughterhouse off Shady. You finally get it off Shady, and you go take the best deal that suits you. And then didn't even look at the long-term effects of it. Because the money gonna come and go, dog. That's the one thing you're gonna have to always understand in life. Whether they gave y'all 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, the money gonna come, the money gonna go. But y'all ain't gonna be able to get this moment back ever again. You won't. This is screwed now. But it's your boy, the Hood Nerd, man. I'm out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button.